Let's talk. Even though it's in my opinion, let's talk about this along with my celery juice. Ladies and gentlemen, as you now know, and we talked about this, gosh, was at the beginning of, at the end of last month, we started mentioning watch Kazemi go to Washington, D.C. And we thought, geez, that would be great. That sure would be an indication of something good. You know what I mean? I mean, really? Trump and Kazemi talking to each other face to face, having lunch and laughing and talk. What do you think they're going to talk about? What do you think they're going? How was that Indianapolis 500 there, Mr. Trump? Huh? Yeah, it was quite an event you guys had here. I came over to see it. Yeah, yeah, it was canceled in May, but you just had it this Sunday. Yes, sir. No. Hey, Mr. Trump, I see that the NBA has started up and they're doing pretty good and they're in a bubble. That's a good idea. No. So what did Trump and Kazemi talk about? What do you think? The things that we've been talking about. It's all on something called white papers, right? Remember? Okay. So now that we've stimulated the memory, oh yes, white papers. That was like about 2 months ago, Frank. That's right. Now look at the value of that. 2 months ago, we started to tell you about the white papers, but in reality, the white papers were done like about 4 months prior to that. Yeah, around the end of the year, the beginning of the year. Yeah, these are white papers that have what? The plan, the steps of the monetary reform. Is it about the economic reform? Well, it is included in there, but the economic reform steps are not talked about because you need to talk about the monetary reform steps. Oh. So, what is it that Kazemi came to Donald Trump and talked to him about then? Well, let's find out. And when you see the articles that were released, you see all the things that Donald Trump did for Iraq? Did you see all those things? Hmm. Do you think that any of them, do you think that any of them, except for the sanctions on Iran, do you think that any of the things that he did for Kazemi and for Iraq can be done on a program rate? Now, be fair. Be fair. Be honest. Okay? You know what a program rate is, right? The value that they have right now for their currency. Okay. And well, let's just pick one. Let me see. What did I tell you? Let me see. What did I say? Mining? Oh, why not? I wish I would have said that. I did. I did. 7 times. 7 times in over a month. We brought out to you, we told you, pay attention to mining. Pay attention to mining. 3 days ago, you saw what Chevron did, didn't you? Interesting. Okay. So, mining industry, and we, the United States of America, we get the first crack at it, right? Yes, we do. And Donald Trump, did you give Iraq, did you give Qasimi a bunch of contracts for mining, for American mining industry? Yes, I did. But, but, Mr. President, um, we never went in there. I mean, when was it? 2003. We went there. 2004. The new currency. They've been on the Marshall Plan all these years. It only takes 10 years, but thanks to Obama, we lost 8. So it's going on 18 years, 17 years, right? But something ain't right here. Something ain't right here. You see, the white papers, they were done a long time ago. And the white papers were presented to the CBI from who? From Washington, D.C. The Fab Four. Come on, walk with me. Who's the Fab Four? You see, World Bank, throw them away. Oh, okay. IMF, yeah. Did we not tell you that they would meet with the Fab Four? Yeah, you did. Yeah. Who else? Who else is the Fab Four? The President of the United States of America. Yeah. Did we not tell you that Kazemi was going to meet with the Fab Four? Yeah. Did he meet with Trump? Yeah. Did he meet with the IMF? Yeah. Who's the other one? Who's the other one? Huh? Who's the other one? United States Treasury. Did he go to Washington, D.C.? Yeah. Is the U.S. Treasury anywhere nearby? Yeah. Do you think he talked to them? Yeah. Of course he did. I told you. Watch him talk with Mnuchin. He did. Now, if you don't have these articles, to back up everything, I don't know what to tell you. You need to belong to our forum. You need to belong to ktfolways.com. Anyways, so these meetings, good God. And you think that they were meetings that said, we need to do this? No. They were to review the white papers that over 2 months ago were introduced, that in actuality, over 6 months ago were made and ready to go. And who gave these white papers? Who gave them to Kazemi, to the CBI, actually first to the CBI? Who? The Fab Four. Oh, we're completing the cycle? Is that what we're doing? Let me see. Who did Kazemi come to see? The Fab Four. Oh. And who gave Kazemi the white papers? The Fab Four. Oh. Can you say completion? I can. It seems to me, ladies and gentlemen, that in our study, you've already caught you caught on. You understand. They tried their best to get a prime minister. They finally got one in there. Donald Trump did. Get a new cabinet. They finally got one in there. Try to stop the CBI from having the money stolen from the auctions. They got it under control. Wait a minute, but they're still stealing, Frank. Good God, 2 days ago they stole 130 million something. No, they're still stealing. Yeah, but they got caught. They did? Yeah, they did. What happened to them? They got arrested. They got busted. In fact, they're getting extradited. They're getting thrown away. So, Kazemi receives white papers from the Fab Four there in Washington, D.C. And the white papers have what? What did you say, Frank? Frank, can you say it again? Just one more time, please. Well, I told you that the white papers have the new exchange rate and the HCL. Yes, you did, you son of a gun. Next thing I know, when Kazemi shows up to the clone in Washington, D.C., what's up, Trump? What's up, Kazemi? You got new shoes? Yeah. You got wingtips? I got wingtips too. My God, yeah. We think alike, huh? Yes, we do. All right. What you want me to do? You know what you're here for. Yeah, I know what I'm here for. All righty. Now these white papers. We ready? Yes, sir. We're ready. Show me. Prove to me. Not bad. All right. I'll tell you what. You can have this. 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 IMF. Come here. Come here. Come on. Don't be shy. Come here. Get in here. Get in here. Come here. IMF. Sit down here. Kazemi. IMF. Yeah, you're familiar with them too, aren't you? I know you spent so much time with them. Go ahead and tell them they can have a loan. What? You guys want a loan? Kazemi's asking you, IMF, for a little loan. All right. Kazemi, we'll go ahead and give you some money because you are going to raise the value of your currency, right? Yeah. All right. Thanks, IMF. Tell you what. Hold on just a second. U.S. Treasury. U.S. Treasury, come here. Come here. Come here. Sit down. 1-to-1. We can't do this, right? We are backed up, right? A lot of people are finding out what I'm doing with the American dollar, U.S. Treasury. Shh. All right, so we're ready, right? All right, yeah, Kazemi, you want to go 1-to-1? Because that's all you guys been talking about all this time. But I told you to keep quiet, but everybody knows it's okay. So yeah, 1-to-1. All right, is that what you want to do? And that's what we've agreed upon, right? No more double talk, no more nonsense, right? All right. Here you go. You can have this contract. You can have, and by the way, you did stop buying power from Iraq, right? Okay. Well, here you go. You can have GE. You can have Chevron. You can have all of them. Yeah. It's okay, companies. It's okay. All of U.S. Treasury. It's okay. IMF. It's okay. They're going to raise the value. They're going to raise the value. Yeah. That's the way Walking Stick and I definitely envision it. Trump says to Kazemi when he arrived, we got problems, saying? Huh? You sure? Trump says to Kazemi, hey, buddy, what you got? And then, I think that it went so well. Hey, Kazemi. Yes, Mr. Trump. Why don't you stay an extra day? Oh, I'd love to do that. We can talk even more. Yeah. Mr. Trump, what? Nasty Nancy wants to talk to me. Yeah, we saw that. What do you want to do? I don't want to talk to her. Just say hi to her. Whatever. Okay. Fine. Isn't it amazing? The Democrats want to talk with Kazemi, or they wanted to, anyways. They had a little small audience, and it was like in this ear and out that ear, because Kazemi knows very well what's going on with the Democrats and what they want to do. He didn't want to give them any time. I don't know how to say up yours in Arabic, but I think that's what Kazemi said to Nasty Nancy. Up yours, I'm not here to see you guys. I'm here to see Donald Trump. Yeah, and the things that they talked about, there was very little security, even though there was some talk about it in the military bases and the security, but very very little. The Fab Four, like I just already told you, consisted of three of the key elements that Kazemi came to visit. But those three, the President of the United States, the U.S. Treasury, the IMF, the World Bank was there, but they didn't really play too much of a function in these meetings. But those guys, I mean, think about it. Kazemi was working with them for months. Now all of a sudden he comes to Washington, D.C., and he meets with these same people? The definition of Fab Four, it was at that same time, by the way, family, that Walking Stick tells me, Frank, stay low. Frank, stay low. All right. Have you noticed? Of course you have. Then we have another thing that happened. The Kurds. The Kurds were also came with Kazemi. It just doesn't get any. I mean, it just gets better and better and better. Really, really, Bazami. Hey, really? The Kurds? Why did you come to Washington D.C.? Well, you see, we're willing to sign the HCL. Yeah, you told us you were, but you haven't yet because you haven't raised the value. You haven't introduced the budget yet. Yeah, we know that. Well, the Kurds showed up because they want to see that the HCL was signed. And where would that be at? Oh, yeah, in the white papers. And where are the white papers? Oh, yeah, and they were in Washington, D.C., but they're back now in Iraq. Isn't this interesting? Wow. Tell me something, Kurds. Why haven't you signed the HCL? Because everything is still at a program rate. And you came all the way to Washington, D.C. to witness a signing? Yeah. Okay. Hey, Kazemi, are you gonna go see? What's her name? Nasty Nancy? No. Why not? Because she's pro-Chinese, and we know that. How you know that? I'm Batman. How you know that? I'm discombobulated. How you know that? Well, President Trump has given us stacks and stacks and stacks of files. You should see the files we got on her. This whole cause, in my opinion. Yeah, and we also know that she didn't want anything to do with the UAE peace accord that we did with Israel. Yeah. So no, we don't want nothing to do with Pelosi, and we know very well. We know very well that Iran wants President Trump to lose. We know that Pelosi wants President Trump to lose. Therefore, Pelosi and Iran are the same. Why would I, Kazemi, who's been working with President Trump to free my nation and put value to my currency, want to talk with those that are against what me and President Trump are doing? Why? There was I don't know if I can do this. Let's see, right now we are broadcasting on this phone. Don't hang up. But I'm wondering, Tink, if it's possible. Let's see, I'm looking for an area code of 703.
Trying to play something.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I want to. It'll hang up?
Yes.
It'll hang up the phone call?
Yeah. Let me download my phone.
Oh, yeah, okay, do it while I set this up. Another thing, family, do you remember when Obama you know, Nasty Nancy, Iran, Clinton's, Obama, the whole, it's China. It's all the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. And you know that. I'm not sitting here being political. This is a fact. It's a fact of my life. And you know that they stopped and prevented you guys from having your, you know, monetary reform dream come true by supporting, China and Iran and the billions and billions that they paid them and gave them. I want you to listen to this. Well, first let me lead up to it. Do you remember that at that time, what was his name? Abadi, the Prime Minister of Iraq. He came over to Washington, D.C. Now, this is the last time we had any kind of representation in D.C. from Iraq. And here comes little Abadi, you know, poor little, what was he, like 3'7" or something like that, the little guy. Here he comes. Hey, Mr. Obama, President Obama. Remember, in the White House lawn? And he had his aide with him, the translator. Remember that? And what does he do? He sits right next to Obama. And Obama sees him, and he literally turns his whole body, and gives his back away from him, and he scoots up and he sits at the edge of the seat, and he's talking with some other reporter. Then he gets up, he's still talking, pretending that he's talking, shaking hands with the reporter, and walking away from Abadi. No hello, no welcome to America, nothing. They are against the monetary reform for the Iraqi dinar. Do you understand that it would help you, American citizens? Communism does not help the citizens of a country. Communism kills the citizens of a country. You better learn that, young people. And